reflection, language, beauty, process, failure, pleasure, rising out of mystery, bubbling up from mystery, conscious, beauty.
To most, art is something crafted, something molded and created with imagination, something that takes skill to fully understand and create, something we develop that is not only beautiful but important as well. And most deeply of all, art creates an emotional connection within us. It makes us feel something that makes us notice it, something that connects us to it in some odd way. Art quite literally forces us to accept its presence, whether that's positively or negatively. It still forces us to understand and admit that it is art. But it's still hard to believe something as prolific and old as art itself can be generalized in such a short statement. Is it really possible to describe art just like that, just with one or two sentences to fully comprehend it?
Hi, I'm Jessica, and I'm a visual arts major at UFE.
My name's Caitlin Ross. I'm a Bachelor of Fine Arts student with the Extended Minors in Visual Arts and Creative Writing.
My name is Melanie Jones. I'm Assistant Professor of Sculpture and Extended Media.
I'm C.D. Chen, aka Sherlock Chen, and my major is in Visual Arts.
My name is Shelley Steffen. I'm department head and associate professor in the visual arts department at University of the Fraser Valley.
My name is Davida Kidd, and I am the print media instructor at University of the Fraser Valley.
I can't live my life not making art, pretty much.
I didn't really have any intention of going into art. I didn't think it was even an option for what I wanted to do. And I loved it in high school. It definitely gave me an outlet. It was one of the only things that I felt like I could really do in high school. I wasn't athletic or anything else.
As a maker of art, it's in my blood. My mother and from my grandfather, my Italian ancestors. So being an artist is what I chose.
It was just a natural for me. My mother really encouraged me and really supported me. Took me to artist studios when I was young.
I think it helps me to release the most tension, and it also is a way you can make something very happy, something very angry, something almost with any emotion. I feel like it helps me understand myself better, if anything. I feel like I don't know, I find ways to just like open up in areas that before I would have just not really explored.
Just visions that I have that I want to make physical, that I can analyze. I think that's really interesting.
It's an entity of supreme capillary action, which means it has the ability to seep into the narrowest of spaces to illuminate new forms of thought. And I love that. I like to spend my time with that because my life on this planet is brief.
It's education, it's a reminder, it's an alarm sometimes, I would say, for people to say, to question themselves, to question what they really see or what they really didn't see.
The imagination and the cultivation of the imagination is absolutely important to how we evolve as a species.
Because I feel like art or any kind of creative area like film or whatever, you either do, if you're happy doing something else, then you should go do that thing instead. Because you kind of need all the time, all of your commitment to put towards your art, or at least for me anyway, in my opinion.
If you're not living your passion as much of your day as possible, then you're kind of wasting some of your time that you've been given on the earth to do.
A society can be measured by the health of its creative arts because it means that people have the opportunity and the time to think philosophically and conceptually about the world.
But there's always something that everyone have in common is the appreciation to the beauty, the appreciation to the humanity, I would say so.
Like if the world was just functional things, like no decorative things, that'd be very interesting. It'd be a pretty gray world.
And so if someone wants to say that art isn't an effective way to use your time, I don't have time for them, first of all, and second of all, I disagree. It's in our nature. It's about life. It's about pleasure. It's about enjoyment. It's about making something from nothing.
Take away your television, take away your cameras, take away the internet, take away all of the advertising that you see, take away all of the packaging of anything that you have in your home, of anything that you've ever given. Don't wrap your gifts in interesting paper. Don't even think about how you write your name because you don't even need to think about calligraphy anymore.
Told me when I started, why are you taking art? But I think I've developed so much just from taking my art classes, and you can use it and it can be useful.
It feels like a community, like we're all sort of co-raising our babies, which is our projects together, and it's just really nice to have that kind of an environment, and the professors here really open it up for us to have that kind of discussion.
You're going to be exposed to things you would not otherwise because they're presented in a context of education. So regardless of the letters at the end that are on that degree, that experience is valuable.
Yeah, that's what I would say. There's so many other words, but